Hey everybody, Gears here. It's one of the last few really warm days until we get into a colder weekend. It's going to drop only 10 degrees or so into the low 70s, high 60s. But it's been a frustrating week, that's for sure. Yesterday, I changed out the door hinge over here to make it one of the scissor doors. That part of it works great, but there were a lot of mistakes that recent experience or a mentorship would have avoided completely. So the end result is that I should probably redo the door hinge completely. But I got the experience of it, me and my buddy, so doing this door, that one will go perfectly, and then I'll go back to that one. The reason why I wanted to do it sooner than later, and I realize you're looking at a tarp and not a funky cool door sticking up, is that part of the fender has to be cut out from the inside well, and I would rather make the cut before I paint that part to seal up that fresh wound. And that means you have to have the door in place so you can take a magic marker and draw the shape of the hinge, essentially, or the space that it occupies against that, take it out, cut it, so on. So I figured, okay, do that, that'll be good, but in doing that, I rushed it, and things could have been better. One of the problems that made yesterday difficult was this guy here. A couple weeks ago, I must have left the trunk hatch open, and even though there is no light in it and it's unplugged, there was some power drain somewhere and it took my battery down. I was getting clicks for a little while. Yesterday I went to try and turn it over so I could spin the wheel, and nothing. So this battery is dead enough that the starter won't click, but it's probably live enough that if I touch it wrong, I'm going to kill myself. So I don't want to do anything about that. And the reason why I can't take it out is because this nut, I mean, that's just obviously disgusting. I'm really surprised that my mechanic didn't point this out and say, hey, let us change that for you there. I've got this spare piece, but the problem is this nut is so rusted that it's nearly round. I can take my Dremel cutting wheel and shave some flat spots in there. I couldn't do it on the underside too well, but maybe. Cut that lip of the screw off there to make it a little easier. I don't want to damage this piece, as dirty and nasty as that is, because that is part of a relatively unique piece. I mean, how do I can't fabricate that little connector right there. And I'm certainly not going to find it anywhere except at a junkyard. This end of the connector is probably relatively common to buy. However, I certainly don't have the personal strength to crimp that into place once I get a new one. And as for the condition of this wire, if it looks this bad at the edges, then I certainly don't want to keep using it and I should replace it. What the heck gauge that is? 4? 2? I don't know. It's way down there and I don't have any on hand, that is certain. So, and then even if I can take this out, oh, wait a second. And so, yeah, I can shave that out probably, but I want to be very freaking careful about it. I imagine the case of the battery could take a small hit or nick from the Dremel wheel, but at the same time, no. I really don't want to do that at all. So I'm avoiding that for the moment. One good thing I will be doing is taking a little squirt bottle and bit of a brush to the entire engine cabin to make that look nice. Hopefully I can replace that soon, because essentially there's nothing I can do. I can push it straight forward and back, the car that is. But, you know, it's not going much further up here because of that concrete brick, and if it goes too far back there, it's going to hit the edge of the house. So it's pretty much dead in the water as is, so that kind of has me a little bit down on that. It was good that my buddy was over yesterday so we could pull the hood off here. We're both looking at it thinking, oh my god, this thing's going to be like 80, 100 pounds between us, and no, I can lift it myself, it turns out. It's cheap aluminum. Over here, another frustration. Under gray primer, this crack line goes away. I mean, it completely goes away. Under gloss, it's blatantly obvious. So I'm thinking that that is staying, and then I'll be able to get rid of it in the casting. Right now you're looking at two different materials next to each other. With a fiberglass casting, it's just one material, so I'm expecting that'll be easier to go. There's two dimples here that I just can't seem to get rid of, but I'll give them one more try. And over here, fill this in, clean this up, and this piece is ready to go for casting. So over here, looking at the fenders, it's a piece of that back wall back there that needs to be cut out. Not all of it, just some of it, and you can see some of it has screws in place to hold it in place, so there's some questions about how that's going to go. And then the other big disappointment was all the lost rubber that I've had over the last few days. It really makes me not want to do anymore anytime soon. So it's definitely a slow kind of day. I'm trying to tackle little things here and there to bring back my enthusiasm. I'm stuck here till my wife comes and gets me in several hours, so there's not much else for me to do. Maybe getting the toothbrush and the spray bottle started on this will help set my mind at ease or something, or get me distracted enough to start thinking about something else. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See ya.